I'm Yuichi Okazaki. I was diagnosed with Tourette's syndrome when I was 6. Maybe some of you don't know what that is, so I'll start from the beginning. It was about 14 years ago.
Hey, thanks for letting us stay here.
No problem, I got plenty of room. This is gonna be fun.
I didn't know who my father was. Mom had me when she was a teenager. She didn't have enough money to raise me, so we moved in with her older sister when I was 3. Her name was Sanae. She was really nice. She always read bedtime stories for me.
Why do you have all these picture books?
The pediatric clinic I work at. They got a lot of them, and sometimes they give us the old ones. It's better than throwing them out, so…
Oh, okay.
Mom didn't really care about these books, but I loved them. I spent most of my time reading these picture books.
You just stay home all day reading. Why don't you go outside and play in the park like a normal kid?
Oh, don't say that. It's a good thing that he likes to read.
Life was pretty good. I loved living with my aunt. But then when I turned 6, everything changed. One day we were eating lunch. Yay, looks delicious! Let's eat!
Dig in.
What was that? You scared me. Is that some kind of new dance move?
My mom was laughing at me. I had no idea what was happening to me. My body just started twitching for no reason. When Aunt Sanae saw me like this, she picked up her phone and made a call.
Yuichi, Saya, come on, we gotta go to the hospital.
What? Why?
He needs medical attention, right now.
Do we have to? I gotta leave for work soon,
said my mom. She was acting pretty weird lately. She started wearing these weird dresses and she was always out working. I later found out that she started working as a hostess. At this point, she started to lose interest in me.
Okay, fine, I'll take him then. I'll call you later.
Sure, whatever.
Yuichi, come on.
Okay. So she took me to the hospital.
So, doctor, what do you think?
He's got Tourette's syndrome.
I knew it.
Yuichi, with Tourette's syndrome, there are 2 kinds of tics, the motor tic and the vocal tic. Motor tics make your body twitch, and vocal tics make you say things even if you don't want to. I didn't understand everything he said, but I knew that I was sick with some kind of disease.
Causes are still unknown, right?
Right, it probably has something to do with the brain, but we're not sure yet. Sometimes the symptoms go away in a few years, but the most important thing right now is for the people around him to understand his condition. I'll prescribe some meds. Come back to see me in a few weeks.
Thank you, doctor.
Wait, where's your mother? Doesn't she live with you?
Oh, it's complicated. I'll tell you later.
The doctor nodded in silence. Then he looked at me and said, Yuichi, it won't be easy living with Tourette's syndrome, but always remember, this isn't your fault, okay? Never forget that, and you'll be okay. Okay. On my way home, I felt really nervous. Aunt Sanae held my hand to comfort me.
I won't be home tonight. Watch Yuichi for me, okay?
Oh, okay. Will you be home tomorrow? I gotta talk to you.
Huh? I don't know. I'm busy. Look, being a single mom isn't easy, okay? I gotta make more money. He's gonna start elementary school next year, so…
So that's why you're working as a hostess?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
No, it's not that. I just wish you'd spend more time with your son. See, today, he was diagnosed with Tourette's syndrome.
What's that?
It's complicated. I'll explain everything to you when you get home.
Ugh, he's sick now. That's lame. I can't take care of him anymore. I'm not coming home.
What are you saying? Saya, pick up the phone!
Ugh, leave me alone. I'm marrying one of my regulars soon. He's rich. I don't have to worry about money anymore after this.
You're just gonna abandon your son?
I was gonna leave him anyways after I got married, so you can have him.
How can you say that?
You be his mom. You always loved kids. It's a win-win. Don't ever call me again.
Yuichi, what's wrong?
I don't know, I can't control it. I'm scared. I want my mom. I started crying. I had no idea at the time, but Mom was never coming home. Aunt Sanae hugged me gently to calm me down.
Yuichi, Do you think I can be your mom from now on?
You?
Yeah, your mom. She won't be back for a while. It's complicated.
What? No! I was pretty upset. I couldn't leave my room for a few days. When Aunt Sine had to go to work, she hired a babysitter for me so I wouldn't be alone. A week later, I realized that Mom was never coming home. I went to my aunt's room to talk to her. Aunt Sinai, can you be my mom?
Yuichi, of course, honey. You sure about this?
Yes! So now, she was my mom. I mean, I still had feelings for my real mom, but I knew she was never coming back.
Yuichi, living with Tourette syndrome won't be easy, but just remember, I'm always gonna be here for you, okay? You can talk to me about anything. Remember that.
Thanks, Mom! A year later, my symptoms were getting worse. The kids at school picked on me. Whenever I rode the train, people stared at me. I was scared to go outside. So when it was time to start elementary school, my mom put me in a school for kids with special needs. She was always looking out for me. Everyone was really nice there. Nobody laughed at me or anything. I made a lot of friends there. And I learned that there were others suffering from all kinds of diseases. But they were all so strong. They really inspired me and helped me keep my chin up. And my mom was really supportive too. I liked to read and watch movies, so she built a library, home theater just for me. I loved reading. That's when I realized that I wanted to be a writer. In middle school, I spent most of my time writing. It was my favorite pastime. And I had a really good memory. I remembered everything I read. So I was always full of ideas.
Yuichi, this is amazing! I can't believe you wrote this. You're only 14. I can't wait for the next book.
Thanks, Mom, but maybe I'm just running away from reality. I still hate going outside, and people are always staring at me. I want to make new friends, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
I see. There's this meeting. It's for kids your age suffering from Tourette syndrome. Maybe you'll meet someone there. Want to go?
Mom was working long hours to provide for me. She was busy all the time. But she always looked after me like this. I was so grateful for her. So a few days later, I went to the meeting with my mom. There were a lot of people there. I had no idea there were so many people with Tourette syndrome. And the best part was, nobody stared at me when I had my usual tics.
That was fun. Everyone was so nice and understanding. If you want, we can start coming here once a week.
Thanks, Mom. So I started going to these meetings regularly. I was always learning new stuff there. For some people, the symptoms didn't go away even when they turned 20. Many of them hated riding on the train, just like me. And I also met this couple who met each other through these meetings. I always thought I was the only one suffering from this. It was such a weight off my shoulders.
Yuichi, you write novels, right?
Yeah, it's like a hobby of mine.
Can you write a book about people with Tourette syndrome then? I want more people to know about this.
She was right. If I write a novel about Tourette's, people might be more understanding. I didn't want pity or anything, I just wanted more people to know about this illness. We just wanted to be treated like everyone else. That sounds great. I'm gonna start working on it right away. Then I started high school. I started doing a lot of research on Tourette's. My doctor even helped me out. It took me 2 years to finish the novel. I gave my first copy to the girl I met at the meeting.
I loved it. Thank you so much for this. It really inspired me.
I'm glad you liked it. Then I gave the book to my mom. When she finished reading it, she started crying like a baby. Then she hugged me and said,
I'm so proud of you, baby. I'm so happy for you. I love you so much.
Thanks, Mom. I love you too. I was able to do all of this because of you. So thank you. Then I gave a copy to the doctor to help me out with my research. He loved it. He asked me if he could keep the copy I gave him. He said he wanted others to read this as well, so I said yes. A few weeks later, I got a call from a publisher. They said they wanted to publish my novel. I thought it would help others, so I said yes. The book became a bestseller. This one time, they even did a story about me on the news.
Yuichi, you're a famous author now. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Everyone loved my novel. I was now a best-selling author. But then, about a year later, my old mom showed up.
Yuichi, I'm here to pick you up. Come on, let's go home.
What the hell are you doing here? Get out!
Oh, come on now. I'm your real mother. Let's go.
Last time I saw her was more than 10 years ago. She was wearing this really ugly dress, and she had a bunch of weird jewelry on her.
Listen, I told my husband about you. He said he wants to adopt you. You're gonna be rich. Come on.
What? You left me, Mom! It's too late for that! Get out of my face!
What? That's not true. Did your aunt tell you that? Look, it's true I was looking for a rich guy to marry, but it was all for you. I was gonna come back for you. Why do you think I'm here now?
She was a terrible liar. I didn't even know what to say to her. I didn't want anything to do with her. Look, I read the text messages you sent to my mom. I know everything. You abandoned me because I was diagnosed with Tourette's. Stop lying, okay? I want nothing to do with you. Now get the hell out of my face! Then my mom came home.
Saya, what are you doing here?
You brainwashed my son! How dare you! You stupid bitch!
Don't talk to my mom like that! Get out of here now! I yelled at her. I wasn't a kid anymore. I wasn't gonna let her push me around like this.
Screw you! You useless piece of crap!
Then she ran off.
Yuichi, you okay?
Yeah, sorry I had to yell like that.
It's okay, honey. I know you're a kind person. I'm proud of you, Yuichi.
Then, a few years later, I turned 20. After my first book, I wrote a couple more. They were all doing pretty well. One of my novels was actually going to be turned into a movie. I had some money saved up, so I moved out and got my own place. Then one day, Mom came over to the house. She had a guest with her. It was Dr. Fuji, the doctor who took care of me all these years. Turns out, they were dating this whole time. Dr. Fuji proposed to her a couple of times, but she told him to wait until I was 20.
Yuichi, sorry to surprise you like this.
Yuichi, I love her. I promise I'll make her happy. Will you give us your blessing? Of course, Doctor. Why would I say no? Wait, did she say no because I was still a kid? Sorry.
It's not your fault, Yuichi. It was my decision. I made a commitment to be your mother, so…
Thank you, Mom. And thank you, Dr. Fuji. Congratulations. Thanks, kiddo. By the way, when is your next book coming out? I can't wait. So, after 20 years, they finally got married. We had a small ceremony with family and close friends. The day of the wedding, it was such a beautiful day. When I saw my mom in a dress, I started crying from joy. But then, this crazy lady ran in. What the? Mom?
Yes, I'm your mother! Your real mother! Now come with me!
She looked terrible. She looked like a homeless person. What happened to her? How did you find us?
I followed you. And why is she getting married? It's not fair! I just lost everything. I'm not leaving without you, Yuichi. Come with me, now!
Everyone just stared at her, but I wasn't that surprised. See, I looked into her husband. I knew what he did for a living. I also knew that his company went bankrupt recently. So I knew she'd be back to leech off of me. Let me guess, your husband lost his company and now you're dirt poor?
Yes, you're the only person that can help me. You're my son, please.
Sorry, but I'm not your son. You're a stranger to me now. I'm calling the cops. But hey, at least they'll feed you 3 times a day in prison. It's probably better than living out in the streets anyways. Have fun.
No, I'm not gonna just give up like that. Stop!
You did this to yourself. You abandoned me when I needed you the most. But she never gave up on me. She's my real mom, not you. I don't owe you anything. I never want to see you again. Now get the hell out of my face! She started rolling around on the floor, screaming. A few minutes later, the police arrived and took her away. Sorry about that, Mom.
It's not your fault, Yuichi. Thanks for getting rid of her for us. You're all grown up. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thanks, kiddo. And, can I tell him? You're gonna be a big brother. What? You mean?
Yup, I'm pregnant.
Oh, congratulations, Mom! Oh, I'm so happy for you! Living with Tourette's wasn't easy, but I had a loving family who was always there for me. And for that, I'll forever be grateful. Glad everything worked out.